Hello everyone, this is Hossein Mokhtarzadeh, and I'd like to talk about scaling a Moscow skeleton model using OpenColab. OpenColab is OpenSim in Google Collaboratory, so I'll tell you more about this as we go. So let's install OpenSim on the web and scale a Moscow skeleton model. That's the aim. So please watch our other tutorial videos on OpenColab, why we developed it and the reason behind it on this link on YouTube. So as I said, OpenColab is OpenSim in Google Colab so that you don't install anything on your computer. Everything is on the web and you can access all the functionalities of OpenSim or musculoskeletal modeling tools. So please cite our work here. So this is the project that we are pursuing, OpenSim in Google Colab, to explore biomechanics on the web. So today I'm going to talk about how to install OpenSim via Conda. Import a relevant file. You know that wherever you are, you need the relevant file, set of files, models, etc. Scaling in GUI, OpenSim GUI, and scaling in OpenColab that we have developed, and comparison between the two. That in fact they must match, right? So it's very simple. What we have done to install OpenSim on the cloud is just using this simple block of code. So miniconda, you install it on Google Colab and then basically append into the path there Python 3.7, and that line, this line at the end, conda install, installs OpenSim for you. It's as simple as possible on Google Colab. When you do that, so all packages will take around 5 to 6 minutes or so. You can see here up to like 1 gigabyte, all the dependencies, everything is installed here. And this is the very latest version of OpenSim installed here. You should see such a thing. And if successfully run, you will see the following. So OpenSim version, this version is done, and this is how much time it took. Basically, all packages, not just OpenSim, because we need other things as well. This is 5 to 7 minutes on the cloud. So then you're ready to go. So let me show you a little bit about what it looks like when you do that. So here it is. Installing it. So install the package. That's the code, the level of the code that you have. There's some other dependency, like, this is not important. It's like panda, the pandas, plot y, etc. that we use later on. It's not OpenSim necessary. Anyway, so you see all these dependencies are being, and at the end, you'll have how much time it took and install OpenSim 4.3, right? So the next step is import relevant data. So as I said, we need all these data to continue. So we chose GitHub. You can choose anything, any storage that because you can actually download and upload basically files on Google Colab. Let me show you quickly. So when you go there, here, this part, you can actually mount it on your Google Drive, or just basically upload whatever you file. It just brings it from your computer. Okay. So you can drag and drop as well. Alrighty. So as simple as that. So we just put everything on GitHub, and then we git clone it from there. So then the scaling OpenSim. It's not an easy task. It looks easy, but there's a lot of things into it. I'm not going to go through that. Please watch these videos if you're very interested. The basic idea for this particular one example is just we have experimental markers here, and then we have got virtual markers. We want to minimize the distance between the two. So have a look at these links here. They're quite interesting and detailed talking about it. So even more comprehensive one, what we have done at Harvard. So spine, for instance, is a quite challenging one. We have done it for 250 people. Just have a look. I'm not going to go through this and follow the publications. And this is quite free, and you can actually download everything. So here is what we do in OpenSim. So this is the latest version. So let me quickly show you how we do it in OpenSim. So here's your OpenSim, open it, and then you load a model. Let's say this latest model you open. Okay. So you have the model here, the details here, and then we have tools and scale model, right? There are so many other options, amazing ones, but scaling is the first one. You can actually manipulate them manually or change them. So you just go ahead and find the setup file for scaling. Here we go. Okay. Everything is going to be input there. right? Where the files goes, all the XML files. You can look at it, what has been done there, and can change them in the XML file as well, or you can use any other software to do that for you, even in Google Colab. Okay, and that's it. You run it, and as you run it, this is gonna take maybe a few seconds, and done. The scaling is done, and here is the post that scale is done, and here is the outcome you can see here, right? So we want to know if we get the same outcome from OpenColab, right? Now let's go to OpenColab, the scaling one. We already did this. We um, import all the databases that we need, all the files, similar to what the GUI did it. So they're all being cloned. And as we go, and then when this finishes, we do the scaling. I can show you the code here. So it's as simple as possible. Like from OpenSim, you get the scale tool. These are just what we want to know, how much time it takes, and then you bring all the XML file, the setup file, that what I did over there. All right, and this is all done. We have all the files here. You can have a look. All the files here, OpenSim models, XML files, etc. Now here, let's do the scaling. Similar to what we did there over there. It took a couple of seconds. Here, it would be somehow like less than a second done. And we actually can have a look at here, the OpenSim log here. So we can have a look if something go wrong, I understand why. And that's it. Then what we want to do is, so we did this, and then we would like to sort of go ahead and see if we get the same results. You remember? So if you look at the scaling validation, see how much differences we will see. This is done, and we have got like a total square error is 0.04. So let's see if we got the same thing in here. Yep, 0.04, right? So it's basically match perfectly, right? So scaling, as I showed you, and then the validation versus GUI, perfectly matched with these two, even the RMS error as well as the maximum for top hat. So everything matches here. So what we showed here, scaling OpenColab perfectly matches with OpenSim GUI. So enjoy OpenColab.